Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kyusho here, and now, before we do begin, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. Deku, General Zod, and Kara Zor-El of Krypton. These two escaped from the shrunken city of Kandor and managed to regain their abilities. Wherever they were amped by a blue star. Brainiac, he begged the two to leave. Take Kandor and go. Their powers right now are too great to be on this ship. They will destroy everything he's spent decades, centuries cultivating. They do not know what they will destroy. Now, Deku and Kara, they beat Brainiac's ass. Deku, he felt utterly invincible, unstoppable. No one could compare to him, except for Kara. Him and her were both pouring with this energy, and the two they finally went back to Earth, only to discover a year and a half hasn't passed. It's been 3 years. 3 years have passed on Earth, and they discovered Cass and his entire team, they might be dead. Cal told him he's sorry. He doesn't know what happened to them. I mean, they were alive after Metropolis. He lost Beast Boy, but the other members, he doesn't know. They just disappeared one day. Now, it completely sent Deku off. Deku got angry. He got sad. He had a lot of emotions going through him right now. Everything going on with Kara. Everything going on with Cass. I mean, they left things off in an argument. He never got to apologize. He never got to say goodbye. Now, Deku and Kara are both currently residing at the Kent family farm, mourning the loss of their friends. And right now, Kal-El, he is trying to get these two onto his side. He needs them right now, more than ever. It's been difficult. But with two other Kryptonians, he knows the world can be peaceful. Now, Deku and Kara, they discover what Kal-El has done. He has made this world a utopia, very close to it. Yes, people still commit crime, but they are thrown in jail immediately. Prisons are at an all-time low, because people, they get released, and they don't want to reoffend. Because either they deal with a super soldier, someone with the strength and power of Superman, or they deal with Superman directly. And usually, that does mean a number of things. More than likely either being chucked into space, or heat vision directly to the dome. So, take your pick. Walk free and not do anything bad, or die. Now, Deku and Kara, yeah, that may be a gross oversimplification of it, but it's very much like that. People should only be scared if they commit crimes. So why is everybody scared of Kal-El? Now, Deku and Kara, they do start to learn a lot more. They start to learn why people are scared. Batman, he sends a document plainly through the mail that shows and gives Deku all the information. Year 1 to year 3. Because right now, year 4, it has started. Now, Deku, him and Kara do read about it. They learn about it. Just a few days before they returned. Trigon and Mr. Mxyzptlk, two beings with unparalleled power in their own right. Two people in a category way above them. They almost ripped apart the reality on Earth when they fought, and they had to be taken somewhere else. Raven lost her father, a man he didn't even know could die, and Mr. Mxyzptlk, a being far beyond the reaches of this plane of reality. They're dead as well. So, yeah, gods have died. A lot's been happening. Now, currently Deku, he does sit there, and he does tell Kara as he does go to turn off the TV. Right now, everything he's read through, it tells them quite a bit. Right now, Kara, she's cooking. Deku, he fixed the truck yesterday, and they got groceries. So they had to make a bit of a wager. They played rock, paper, scissors, and she lost. She'll cook today, he'll cook tomorrow. And the two, they do currently continue the conversation. What is it? A lot, I guess. Batman's looking for a way to stop Superman. And right now, Superman, he's trying to find Batman. Okay? So what does that tell us? Not a lot, Kara. Listen, right now, this is all complicated. They've been searching for the whole time we've been back so far, and they haven't found anything. Batman's underground, hiding. And right now, we don't know what to do. You're right. But we need to stand with Kal-El. I know. But everything I'm seeing, I just can't look at all this. It's from Batman's point of view. Deku holding up a watch. As right now he would go to bring it down to his palm and crush it. Now, Deku, he would go to put the watch back down onto the table. As right now, whenever he does go to drop the scrap, he does go to stand up. Everything he's read so far, him walking towards the kitchen, it's all from Batman's point of view. It's all from how he did view things. But the reason why Kal, he murdered Manhunter, was to save Wonder Woman. Manhunter would have killed her. I mean, he tried to suffocate her to death. Kal had to kill him. He gets that. But Oliver Queen, the idea that Kal-El just beat him to death in front of his parents, that's not right. That's not what Kal would do. No. Batman's trying to mess with his head. Turn him against Kal-El. With the Kryptonians, Batman and his insurgency, they'd be unstoppable. Yeah. Okay. Superman, they need to stand with him. Now, right now Kara will go to remove the food from the heat. As right now when she does going to set the pan aside to another burner, Dick, he actually does stare at her. Right now with his hands crossed. As Kara, she actually will go to lean directly on the counter across from him. Before she is going to talk, Earth has been going through a time of peace. Right now, nothing's happening. Nobody is in danger and there's no crime. Right now they need to find Bruce Wayne. And when they do, they need to turn him in. Hand over the insurgents and put them in jail. Then, Kal-El, him and the world will be safer. I mean, the only crime that seems to be committed right now is this illegal running around. Now, that's where Deku, he does look up towards Kara. He understands. I mean, him and her wanted to disarm this world. They wanted to take away the weapons. Take away man's tools. I mean, yes, the wars. Sometimes good things come from them. But oftentimes, there's a layer of tragedy nobody ever looks at. The men who lost their lives, the people, the children who die every day. The ones who starve, the ones who fight, the ones who get away. They've seen it all. They know the horror. And, well, they're the lucky ones too. They stayed alive. They got to a better place. Now, it does go through Deku's mind, over and over again, wreaking havoc. And right now there actually is Kara, who would actually go to someone to bring her hands up and step forwards. Her going to grab onto Deku. As right now whenever Deku, he does go from looking down to looking up towards her, when she brought her hands on his face, she was going to ask him, is he okay? I'm fine. Are you sure? Deku bring his hands up, and right now he'll go to grab onto one of Kara's hands, telling her, he's very sure. Right now, though, what's going on? He's just trying to calculate it in his mind. Find some place Batman could be hiding, where he could be. He needs to speak to the man in person. He's assuming he sent this because he can't come here in person. He already knows they're back on Earth and here. So, they need to be wary. Besides, there is Sinestro. Sinestro? The red guy in yellow. Right. I don't know exactly what his species is called, but he made the Yellow Lantern Corps, the Core of Fear. And get that, he died against Superman last year. If I'm right on that. No, I might not be. Kara, just please. Deku actually going to somewhat step away. As right now, whenever he does going to lean backwards, he does going to at least turn his head to pull her hands off of his face. Now, Kara actually doesn't want to go to look down. Right. They're both still... Damn it. Now, Deku does turn back to Kara, before telling her. They've been here for some time and they're not thinking clearly. Now, Kara, she actually doesn't turn back to Deku. Going to look at him before she does go to start making a plate for herself to eat. Now, Deku, he does look at Kara as she'll go to turn and walk away, heading to the dining room table. Now, Deku does go to walk outside, and right now while he does go to stare up towards the, afternoon sky, he does try to think where Batman would be, where he'd stay, where he'd hide. Deku taking flight into the air, and right now he does go rocketing away towards Amanda Waller's building. Now, Amanda Waller and Department K. Right now, they have shut down a multitude of operations. Yet there's one operation they want to keep running, because it could be useful. Definitely provide insight into the future. And right now, Deku, he does come barreling into the building, as right now he would head towards the projector that does have his father. Now, Amanda Waller was caught off guard. The window to her office suddenly shattered, and then, as if it was the man himself, he was here in an instant and gone. Now, there is actually Deku. Deku, he made his way down to the basement, and then he did go to enter a passcode before a door opened up. Deku bringing his hand up and grabbing onto it, pulling it open as he will go to step inside. Now, Deku, he does actually go to walk in and hear his father, who right now, whenever the system is going to activate, he'll go to ask his son, exactly why is he cut it out? Now, he does stare at Deku confused, and right now Deku, he'll go to walk directly up and say the name, Holvek Zod. And right now he would watch the face on the hologram, as it does go from at least happy to be here, a smile that shows that he's happy to answer questions, to a bit more of a frown. Now, Deku would say, that's his name, isn't it, father? His name is Holvek Zod. Why has he never told him that name? He's always read it in files, always read it in records, but he never said the name himself. He wants to know why Holvek Zod doesn't say his own name. Now, right now the hologram will go to stare directly at his son, as Deku would go to ask the question again. Is he even his actual father? He's supposed to be a construct of him, right? A recreation of his personality? He wants to know, why the hell did he send him to this planet? Why the hell does he not talk to him like an actual proper father? Does he understand how much blood is on his hands? This planet has peace right now because they took control of it. He learned a lot from the Science Council of Krypton, a lot about them and their corrupted ways. They wanted control. They craved the power of holding onto Krypton with an iron fist. Why didn't he stop it? Why didn't he do anything? Why didn't he say anything? Now, Deku lets loose his emotions, yelling over and over again at the hologram of his father. He just wants to know, why the hell did nobody try and save Krypton? Now, the hologram, it does wait and listen. Deku, he's not staying there like a soldier. He's walking around the room, screaming, yelling, frantic, and he's waving around his arms. And right now, Deku, he was going to say the name Brainiac. And right now, Holvek, he actually does feel, well, his brain react to the fear. If he had skin, it would crawl. And Deku, he does tell his father, watching him somewhat flinch, that yeah, he met Brainiac. In fact, he ripped the mechanical fucker in half. And does he want to know how he did it? He did that after saving Kandor. Right now, he wants to hear his father say it. He wants to hear his father say the goddamn words. Say it. Say it like he did in that city. He wants to actually have a conversation with him. Speak to him. Not go through all this. Security, duty, bullshit. He just wants to have a proper chat with his dad. That's all he wants right now. Now, Holvak does see Deku calm down. Right. My son, you appear to have a lot troubling you. You could say that. Last time I talked to you, you didn't hear me talk about the other Kryptonian. Kal-El? No. Kara Zor-El. Kara Zor-El and I have been through a great ordeal of things. Last time I talked to you, I didn't know she existed. The first time I met her, her and I hated each other's guts. But that was years ago. And now I think I'm in love with her. Now, the Zod would go to freeze. Before he actually does tell his son. That does not appear to be quite a dilemma. And Deku would explain. Cass. Her name was Cass. She lived on Earth. She was his connection to humanity. Right now, she's dead. He just learned that weeks ago. And Holvek is going to nod. Before he'll go to ask. How long? And Deku would express. He learned he was gone for 3 years. And if he's correct, it's been about 3 years. Him and her had an argument. And they never made up. He doesn't even know anything. All he knows is she's just gone. He doesn't know if magic, science, tech, villains, he doesn't know anything involved with it. He's already tried scouring the earth, tried looking for any evidence. X-ray vision, listening, no heartbeat, no body. He's found nothing. Now, Deku actually feels himself tire out. Yelling and screaming all this emotion. I mean, he feels better. Calmer? No, not calmer. He just has better control over all this. He's still fucking angry. Now, Deku would talk to his father. And we do actually have back over with Kara. Kara, she finally had a moment alone. Izuku, I mean, things with him have been good. But their entire team, all of them, they're caught in a war with Batman and Superman. And she's not certain. She needs to speak to both of them. Talk to both of them. Say something. I mean, hell no, she's mourning friends. But right now, Right now, how? Cal, he's still mourning Lois. He's never dealt with loss. He doesn't understand his emotions. Now, Kara does think that. And right now, she actually is going to stand up. As we do actually cut back over to Deku. Deku, he does do quite a number of things. He talked to his father. He learned a lot from his father. The two had a bit of a moment. It may not be the actual man, but it is still his dad. In a way, this construct, it's a shadow, a part of him. Now, Deku, he is told by his father, his emotions have done him well. However, what he does for himself. He will not make him fight a war. He should decide what to do. Right now, Kal-El, he has done nothing but deal with personal tragedy. And Duville, he can relate. The planet, the lives he's taken, and even what he's been cursed with. He has dealt with personal loss every single step of the way. Now, Deku, he does understand. And right now his father was going to say something that does actually catch Deku a bit off guard. Because it doesn't sound like the words of a soldier. It sounds like the words of a man. What he's done is simple. He wants some freedom. Deku is staring up, as his father does say, a bit genuine than usual. You deal with a lot, son. You do a lot. You wish to protect this world. The world you wish to create. However, deciding that is hard, difficult. When exactly to go in, plan an attack, or do something. This operation you've taken into consideration. I assure you, you have. What you've done, what you do, it's good and bad. But you're trying to do good. You wish the best for this world. But sometimes, you don't know what's right. The Science Council believed that they had everything in order. They believed that they had everything settled and done before it ever was. That got them killed. They did not see the emotion. They did not see the people of Krypton. They did not see anything. He has lost friends. He can tell him all of their names. He remembers all of them. But he won't. He will not speak their names again. Invoking the dead will do him no good. That is why he doesn't speak his own name. He feels it would be wrong to invoke himself. However, what he does feel for Kara Zor-El, embrace it. There is much chaos in the world. However, keeping him grounded and steady, that will do him good. Kara Zor-El right now, she is somebody he needs to actually spend time with. And Deku's confused, as his father does continue. Kara Zor-El is still dealing with a lot. In fact, from what he has heard Deku talk about, Kara Zor-El, she's the only other person who experienced something like this. The two have bonded through rage and tragedy. Yet the two still don't think they should do anything. Be together. Yes, he has a lost love. He can't do anything about that, however. It's out of even his control. Right now, though, forge a new path. Get back up and walk. Run. Move forward. That's what a soldier of Krypton would do. A soldier of Krypton needs to know when to love and fight. And right now, Izuku, he's tired. He doesn't want to fight anymore. Go home and love someone. Now, Deku's kind of taken aback. And right now there actually is Amanda Waller. Amanda Waller walked in. And Deku, He just stood there. Him in a regular shirt and jeans. Now, Amanda did see Deku. As she noticed Deku, he turned around and she saw the tears on his face. And it actually caught her a bit off guard. He can cry. That wasn't what she thought could happen to him. Okay. Now, Deku does look towards Amanda Waller before telling her, if she has come here to talk to him, don't. Now, Amanda does try to at least open her mouth to say something. And Deku, he does one thing that Amanda, she doesn't expect. As Deku, he does go to bring his hands up and fly upwards into the air. And right now, he starts to lift this place out of the ground. And Amanda, yeah, she was not ready for that. Now, Deku, he pulled this building from out underneath the ground. And whenever he did go to finally set it down somewhere, he flew back home. He flew back to the Kent family farm. The bunker can't be in control of Amanda Waller. It's his home. A piece of his home. And Department K, Amanda Waller, they're not part of his home. Now, Deku finally does arrive back home. And whenever he does do so, he's not too sure how to approach this. How to go about it. What to say or what to do. However, he does get to walk inside. And there actually is where he does go to walk into the kitchen and say a few things to Kara. And Kara, she currently is sitting on the couch. Her with a bottle of wine, and right now she's going over quite a few things. Her going to knock it back, expressing to him, it's such a tragedy. The wine here on Earth doesn't affect them. It doesn't? Nope. It sucks. Her gonna stand up and spin. And Deku, he does see her just hanging out. As right now she does sit there in a, let's just say, pair of pajamas. And Deku, he does actually somewhat go to smile, talking about how she looks cozy. Kind of am. It's honestly not that bad. I mean, these sweatpants, though, they're definitely cozy. I guess. I want to talk. Oh God, it's not good. Okay, fine. Maybe you're right. I get it, okay? I've had time to talk, and I went to talk to Cal. I wanted to understand a few things myself. You talked to Cal? Does he know about this? No, I didn't tell him. Okay. I'm sorry, Kara. Listen, it's just, things are so confusing. Now, Kara would actually still going to fly over to Deku, telling him, as she actually does stand there in the air, that maybe he's right. Maybe things are just a bit weird. I mean, yes, it's still going through her mind like crazy, but I mean, is it really that? Deku bring his hand up. And right now, whenever he does grab Kara by the face, Kara just stare back at him. And the two, they do stare at each other. As you know, Kara, she does going to float back down and onto the ground. And she does going to bring her hand up to Deku's face. The two staring, not saying a word. And right now, they're actually sort of the two do both lean forwards. And they start to kiss. Now, there actually is somebody who does decide to show up. And right now, they're trying to figure out how to make this impression. There's one of two ways this can go. Good or bad. So let's hope coming in with a little bit more of a subtle presence is good. Maybe things will be okay. I mean, that's gonna be the thing that happens, right? Now, right now, Deku and Kara, the two, they're having their own little moment. And things, they do start to, let's just say, amp up a little bit. Now, there actually is Harley Quinn, who right now, she has come bursting through the door because they left it unlocked. Now, Harley, we're going to talk about it. Her basically throwing open the door, that right now she's here to talk to both of them. Just come in peace. Her turning her head and staring directly at Deku and Kara. As right now, Deku and Kara, the two, they're both sitting there leaning against the counter. And they definitely look to be having a little bit of her turning around, especially in both of them. It looks like they just got started, so she's going to... This being where Deku, he does appear directly in front of Harley Quinn. Him bring his hand up directly to her throat. And right now, after lifting her up in the air, Harley just going to bring up her hand. And right now, she actually going to clock Deku across the face. Now, Deku, he actually goes stumbling backwards. The super pills were real. Okay, so that is one strike for Batman. Now, Harley does going to bring her hands up. And right now, as Deku does going to have his eyes glow, he does shout at Quinn. Now, Harley does bring her hands up and express. She's not here for anything bad. She didn't mean to interrupt what looked to be a makeout session, but hey, just hear her out for 1 second. Now, Kara actually does appear behind Harley. And Harley, right now, there's one in front of her and one behind her. And she's stuck in the doorway. Not good. Harley, she tried to explain herself. As right now, when she just tried to bring her hands up, one for each Kryptonian, she does tell both of them. She didn't mean to, again, interrupt, but she wants to talk to both of them for a few reasons. It's about Superman. Now, Harley, she does try to explain herself. Why the hell she's even here? And then there actually is where Deku, he does actually listen to Harley. Harley's here to take them to, well, see Batman. If she does take them, things can change a bit. I mean, maybe sit the man down and knock some sense into him. Hopefully, these two can do it. Because otherwise, Deku, he's going to need to actually knock some physical sense into Superman. Now, Deku, he's annoyed that Batman and Harley Quinn, they work together. Harley helped Joker. Harley helped the Mad Clown kill Lois. Now, Harley should just try to explain. She gets it, but she's been doing better. I mean, she's been helping Batman in the insurgency for years. Besides, he trusts her. I mean, besides, she knocked him across the face, right? She has the strength and powers of Superman. Now, they're going to stare at her. As right now, whenever he does narrow his eyes, Harley, she can tell. She is not helping. Right. Okay, hang on. One more thing. Well, was wondering if you two were, going to help us. Help you? Really? I'd never work with you, Quinn. I can safely say the same thing. I almost bit my tongue on that. Oh, I did. Hang on. Alright, nothing serious. I'm good. Now, with that being said, there actually is where Harley, she's gonna have to show them then, okay. Now, she was gonna reach down to her pocket, and Deku and Kara, the two, they don't think anything of it. As we know, Harley was gonna pull out blue kryptonite, and the two, they both immediately realize what this does mean. As Harley does tell both of them, Bats gave her this shiny little stone. She knows what it is, and she can safely say to both of them that right now, if they don't want to come along with her, she can show them this, and well, Duville, he should know. This was supposed to be Plan B. Plan A was to talk. So, now, Deku would turn directly to Harley, grabbing the rock, turning and chucking it directly out and into the yard, before telling her, if Batman wanted to talk so goddamn badly, then he'll go talk to Batman. Him turning and going to fly out. And right now there actually is Kara. who just sit there with Harley Quinn. And Harley talks about it. So the house looks nice. Now, Deku, he does start to fly around the world. Places where the insurgency, they might be. And there actually is where after Deku, he does check a few places. He does arrive in Alaska. And right now Batman, he's a bit surprised. He actually came. And Deku, he does start to walk towards Batman, telling him, are those pills actually real? Or are they just something he made up? He gave him a little document of a lot of things. Did he take one recently? No. Batman would answer, in that order. Yes, the pills are real. Yes, the document he gave him was real. Yes, he took one recently. And Deku, he immediately throws his fist out, smashing Batman across the jaw. That shouldn't kill a normal human. But Batman, he'll survive that. And right now, Deku, he does watch the man get sent flying across the room before smashing and landing into the ground. Before, he does get up, and right now he does get a rush forwards. And everybody, they think it's time to attack. However, Batman does yell at everybody that this is his fight. Now, right now Batman will get a rush forwards. Him clocking Deku across the face with a bare fist. And Deku, after he does take the blow, Batman does hit him with another fist. And right now, whenever Deku does take the second blow, he does stare back at Batman, before telling him, as his nose does start to bleed, to talk. Now, everybody, they're kind of confused. What the hell just happened? They were gonna fight this guy, right? But they just throw a fucking haymaker to say hello? Are you serious? Now, Batman does try to explain a lot. And Deku, after he does hear about it, he does tell Bats. Right now, him and Kara, they're with Cal. However, Deku, turning back to Bruce, before he does leave. If it all is true, they may help him. However, Cal, if things do go bad, leave him to him. Leave Kal-El to Duville. Now, Batman, he does get a nod. However, he does look down whenever he does do so. He's basically giving Deku permission to kill. Take the life of Superman. That shouldn't be an option. Not on this table. It sickens him to his very stomach. But he might have to do it. Murder his oldest friend. That says a lot, doesn't it? Now, with that being said, Deku, he does head back to the farm. And right now Harley, she is nowhere to be seen. Over Deku, he shows back up. And Kara, she does try to ask, what happened exactly? And Deku will go to ask her back, what happened with Harley? And she will go to talk about it. Harley left. She told her to. And she actually listened, believe it or not. Now, Deku does stare at Kara. And right now Kara does stare back at Deku. The two were interrupted again. You know, I mean, someone catching them doing that, it sort of reminds them of the time they were affected back then. And they felt the same emotions. Now, Deku and Kara, the two do both sit there. And right now Deku, he does gotta actually bring his hand up, grabbing onto Kara's. And Kara, she suddenly does smile. Maybe this can be a thing. The two have both agreed on it. Yes, it's sad that they've lost their friends, but they still have each other. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And to have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.